Hello guys, and welcome to another plan with me. We are planning the week of the 9th of January through the 15th, and I am going to be using the SPC October Mystery 2022, which is this stunner. And I'm absolutely so mad because I didn't realize until I was fanning this out for the thumbnail that there are doodles in this, which I proceeded to not pull from for my things, so I'm just gonna have to decant them later, but whatever. These are the full boxes. I'm just gonna put them to the side because I am gonna need them first and foremost. We've got some more boxes there. Love this pink haired girl, love the dog, so cute. I love the colors of this kit. Ugh, we just love all the things. Got another box there. Just laying out all my boxes up here. I won't be bringing in that color. Actually won't be using anything on this page since I already did that. So I'm just going to cut this so I can put this in my to be put away pile, and I will just de-stash that because I don't use those things. And here are more boxes. I'll definitely not be using the blonde girl and using the pink haired girl because hello, the pink haired girl is so freaking cute. Okay, so for foil, I am using the brick underlays from my shop in ice. But I am going to layer that with this snow bundle from SPC and Pixie Hollow. So we're going to do that over it. And then I have the remainder of the bundle here. We're going to get my inserts out. My planner here is the hot pink SPC for Impressions planner. So let us just pull her out. Okay. My tweezers are also from ScribblePrintsCo, if I did not mention that. So, how are you guys? There's a glitter in here that will not go away. Okay, so this week, what happened? This was actually a really good week. I enjoyed it a lot. Monday, at Taco Bell, apparently. I think, what happened? I think we had a really late night. Yeah, we had a late night the Sunday prior because we had a Sunday game night. So instead of getting up in the morning early and going to the post office, we slept in, and then I went to the post office by myself, got us Taco Bell on the way home. I planned, watched YouTube, filmed, did all the things. We went grocery shopping, we worked, and I read, I believe, I was reading Dorothy Must Die at that point, which was like a meh book. Tuesday I worked pretty much all day, and then I was watching Sex Education. I marked Grumpy Bitch, but I don't have even a 1% guess on what I was grumpy about. I have absolutely zero clue. So it's just me being me, I guess. I'm going to be using the days of the week in font 5 black. But apparently I was grumpy. This was the week that I went on my Sonic pretzel kick for 4 days in a row. And then they forgot my cheese on day 4. Now I'm never going back. It's pretty much how I work. I get on a kick until something gets messed up and then it's dead to me. So it's currently dead to me. Yeah, so I got Sonic, and then I read This Is the Day I Finished Dorothy Must Die, and I gave it, I think, a 3. Here's the thing. It's a series, and it's the story is not even resolved at the end of the book, and it's a 450-page book. And I am not going to even continue the series because I just don't care. So that's how you know, wasn't great. I'm not, mad that I read it, but, which is what I would give it, a 2 or a 1, but, it was just fine. Just fine. Nothing crazy. Gonna use the date numbers from in here. 9. Okay. Wednesday, I guess I didn't film Monday. I filmed a bunch Wednesday, got Sonic again. I did a little bit of work. I think I did some design work that day actually, which was really fun. I started a new book called Shipped, or actually no. This is the day I finished Dorothy Must Die. I only had a little bit left, and so I finished it Wednesday. And then I went to Andrea's, and we're on this board game journey currently, so we decided what better than, I love this scene, what better than to go board game shopping instead, in like, cause we were going to go pick up food from a food truck. So she was like, so like, it's in the same like plaza as a Target. So we went to Target, we went to Walmart to look at some games, and then we, hold on, I gotta count boxes. We still need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're using the tall girl, so we need 7 more boxes. I want her, so 8, 9. This girl is the same as the tall girl, so we won't be using her. So I have 1, 2, 3. I need 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm not gonna use that. See? Cool. Okay, we figured it all out, guys. How exciting. Doggo has arrived. Very cute. Okay, so we did our little gallivanting adventure, and then we went to this food truck that's like Greek, like Mediterranean, Mexican fusion. I got a bowl, and it was pretty good. I think well, we are getting it again this weekend when we have game night, but I think this time I want to get something with falafel because I didn't really love the chicken. It like, some pieces were like fine, and then some pieces were really spicy, but the garlic sauce was heavenly. The crispy chickpeas, oh my god, the rice, the corn, the grilled onions, everything was so good. Just gotta give you the up close and personal action of how pretty that is. So yeah, it was really, really, really yummy. Loved that. And then we had our typical girls' night where we just like fucked around for a while. And then we watched the movie that I had picked. We take turns picking, but it's gonna be switching to Andrea picks 3 times and I pick 1 time because she knows way more movies than I do. I'm not big on movies, and what started this whole movie thing is the fact that I've seen so few movies. Like this week, real time, we're watching The Notebook because I've never seen it. Or no, actually we're watching Miss Congeniality because I've never seen it. Next week, I think. No, 2 weeks from now is The Notebook. Oh, this looks so pretty. I love. So yeah, watched my pick, which we were doing comedies for January, and I picked The Spy Who Dumped Me, which is kind of more like an action comedy, but I like that movie. Mila Kunis is in it. I don't know who the blonde girl is, but because of the blonde girl, Andrea hated the movie. She could not stand her. She thought she was just so annoying, so she hated the movie, but you know, it'd be like that most of the time. She liked My Cousin Vinny when I picked that one, which I care way more about because that's my favorite comedy movie of all time. If you know, you know. I literally quote that movie whenever Chris can't find something. There's like one scene where he like tells this old lady she needs a thicker lens because she can't see shit. And I literally say that to him all the time. All the time. Thursday, worked. Been working away. Trying to catch up from when I was sick and had to take like days off because I was just like down for the count basically. And I was working pretty much all day. I watched Sex Education because I was binging that. I already finished it because it's pretty short. That show is so good. It's just amazing. It just was done so well. Love it. I just finished it. Kind of want to start it all over again like 2 days later, honestly. I got Sonic. And then I ordered some games, simply because I needed toner, and I like ordered it off of Amazon because that's where it's the cheapest, and it comes like I ordered it at like 11 p.m. and it arrived at like 4 a.m. So like I woke up and it was here. So my Amazon cart had a bunch of like cheap games in it, and like Amazon doesn't have the thing like Etsy where you can like just check out from like the one seller. You like check out your whole cart, and I was not about to like move everything to save for later, so I was just like, tee-hee-hee, guess I'm buying all of this. So I bought a handful of games. I bought like Unstable Games, I think is the name. They have like Unstable Unicorns, Here to Slay, like a bunch of different games. I bought like a couple more of their games. I bought one called Wrong Party and one called Tic Tac KO Dragons or Unicorns versus Dragons. I bought Sushi Go because I've heard a lot of good things about that. I bought the expansions for Here to Slay because I really like that game. And I bought a game called Deadly Desserts. So all of that got ordered, and then Saturday was like literally just such a fucking good day, honestly. So I'm gonna start making board game, like once a month board game videos. Me and Andre are gonna make them and post them on the same day. It's gonna be like a cutie pie thing. By the time you see this, it's probably already up. So this is late news, but whatever. We like doing dips nights where like she pretty much always just makes buffalo chicken dip and I make this cup salad dip, and so I made that in the morning because like there's bacon on it and shit, and like I am not a fan of like the pre-crumpled bacon or like the microwave kind. Like I buy like regular bacon, so like I wanted to get that all cooked and prepped early in the morning. So I prepared the dip, and then I worked, watched YouTube, watched Sex Education, and then we had game night, which was so fun. We started out by playing Betrayal, House on the Hill, 3rd edition. Yes, all of those words are necessary to state the name of the game, which is kind of excessive, but whatever. I don't have a flat lay on this side, so we'll do that. But honestly, me and Andrea were both not very excited about it. Like I've been watching a lot of like how to play videos, which I also don't really like how to play videos. I find them so boring, but watched some of those and I did learn some stuff. I'm more of a like read the directions person, so we did that as well. And so basically this game, you can have like, there's like 50 different like outcomes to the game, or 50 different haunts as they call it. So you pick like which like scenario lured all of you guys to this haunted house, and like you can pick that you're like paranormal investigators, you are real estate agents trying to sell the house or trying to buy the house. Like there's a bunch of different ones. It's all on cards. And then based on, what am I doing here? Oh, yes, her. So you have all these different scenarios, and like you each pick a character. I played the same character both times because I just really liked the fact that I was playing a 71-year-old priest. Just found it funny. So I was him. Andre was the same person both times, then the boy switched it up. And like there's different personality traits for your character, and your character has different stats. And the board starts out as like a 3-room square or rectangle, and then like 2 separate rooms, and like you can like go to a doorway and discover a new room. And then when you discover a new room, sometimes you'll have to pick up item cards or omen cards, whatever. And then if you pick up an omen card, you have to roll to see if the haunt starts. Technically, the haunt can't start until 3 omen cards have been selected, because like you have to roll as many dies as there are omen cards out, and the dies only have 0, 1, or 2 on the sides. So in order to, you have to roll a 5 for the haunt to start. So you have to be rolling at least 3 dice. You could roll up to a 5. And then once that happens, depending on which scenario you picked, there is like different haunts that happen. Then you each, on the card, it will describe it. Like, so when I picked it, I like had drawn the dog, and then that's when, and I rolled, and the haunt was to begin. And on it, it says like, it says which omen was drawn for the haunt to begin, and it was the dog. And with the dog, the way it worked was the oldest character was the traitor, which was me, because I was the 71-year-old priest. And then you'd go through like that haunt with different objectives, and it was actually so much more fun than me or Andrea thought it was gonna be. So we played 2 games of that. And then we played Ticket to Ride, because I feel like I don't particularly like Ticket to Ride or Catan. I don't fucking know how to say that. Okay. But I feel like they're rite of passage games, and so for Andrea and Nick getting into board gaming, I felt like we kind of had to play Ticket to Ride. Andrea really liked it and like said she wants to play it again. But like for me, it's just like mediocre. I don't love the mechanics of it, and I don't love the theming, so it's just like meh to me. But we played that, and Nick won. in the other game, like either whoever's it's like the traitor versus everybody else. So either like everybody wins or the traitor wins. And everybody won both times. The traitor, me and Chris, respectively, lost. But yeah, really fun. And then it was like 11:30 and we weren't quite ready to call it quits. So we decided to play a game of Unstable Unicorns, and that was really fun. I love that game. It's just like a cute, quick, you don't really have to think too much about it, but like it can sometimes become intense depending on like people. There's cards that are called nay cards, like N-E-I-G-H, but it's basically like somebody tries to do something that would be like negatively affect you. You can use a nay card and be like, nah. And so like using those can like get crazy and fun. And it was just a great time. And like when I got home, I was texting Andre. I'm like, I literally feel like this was our best game night yet. Everything went so smoothly. Like we had so much fun. And she was like, oh my God, I was literally just saying that to Nick. So basically it was the best night ever. And we had so much fun. And yeah, we're having a girly game day on Wednesday. And I literally cannot wait. So then we got home probably around 1 a.m. and I like literally wrote that it was like the best game night ever in my planner because that's genuinely like how I was feeling. It was just so fun. The dips were delish also. Ugh, love dip night. And we also made this like dessert thing we were supposed to make for Christmas where like the shape of a candy cane and it's like croissant with like cheesecake filling and like jam. It was really yummy. Oh no, oh no. Monday, the first thing, or Sunday, Monday, wow. The first thing I did on the good old Sunday was film my melting basket, which I was actually really glad to do because my week prior, just like nothing really impressed me. It was a very like meh kind of week. So I was ready to get some new scents up in there. I worked, watched YouTube, and then Chris and I went and got ramen for dinner. There was this place that I've been wanting to try. Kirsten had told me about it, and it was actually really good. Really enjoyed it. I got like a chicken ramen, and I got like an extra egg and like no meat because like I don't really do meat too much, and it was really good. I also got gyoza. I love gyoza. It's just so good. I've mentioned, I think in a vlog, but like who knows, maybe I'll have already learned by the time you see this, but I really want to learn how to make gyoza. It seems so tricky, but I want to like, one of these days where I'm like caught up on life and I don't feel so stressed out, maybe when my sister's here we'll do it together. That might be a fun little cutie sister thing. I really want to learn how to make gyoza because it's just, so good. Like I'm not trying to pay $7 for 4 pieces when I could quite literally eat probably 10 or more if that's all I was eating. And dumpling sauce, it's so good. So if you happen to like make gyoza and you have a good recipe for it as well as like a good like sauce, please, for the love of God, message me on Instagram and let me know. But we did that, and then we went to Target because it was right there. I ended up just buying like these little lemon cakes that were like mediocre, but I wanted a dessert, and we looked at the board games there, but like I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if Target and Walmart are still like wiped out from Christmas, but like they basically had nothing besides Meadow, which it doesn't look that great to me. It looks like okay. And Wingspan, which I have zero interest in birds. Actually, I hate birds, so I don't want that. And then just like that was basically it. So it was a very disappointing adventure to the good old Target. And then we came home, and I came home and I read, at this point is when I was reading the book called Shipped, which is also very like mediocre. It's not very good. I'm almost done. I have like less than 100 pages left, and it's a very 2 energy. It's not even good enough to get a 3. It's just so boring, if I'm being quite honest with you. And what is it with romance books where the author just wants to give everybody weird names? Which, whatever, unique names are fine, but it's like, girl be going out of her way. Like, the main character's name is Henley. I know of a girl named Henley, like this girl I used to be friends with, her daughter's name is Henley. Like, that name's not weird. The other girl, her sister's name is Walsh, which every time I read it, I think they're talking about like a guy, which, whatever. I kind of like boys' names for girls, but it's very confusing. And then, like, what really gets me is the main boy character. His name is Graham, and I only know that that's how it's pronounced is because she's like making, like, in her head, like, talking about how she can't stand him, and she calls him Graham Cracker Collins, or whatever his last name is. So I'm like, oh, that's how you say it, because it's spelled G-R-A-E-M, like Graham, G-R-A-E-M-E, I think is literally how it is spelled. And I just find that to be obnoxious, and like they were just trying to make it complicated for an unknown reason to me. And therefore, I hate that. Okay, I'm just gonna add those on that tall girly. And that is the base. I'm gonna zoom in and we'll get to the day by day. So I feel like for a while, my videos were getting like, my plan with these were getting shorter, like more towards like the 30-minute mark. But these last couple, I have been such a little chatty Cathy. So I'm so sorry that these just are now probably getting back to the 45-minute mark. So if you don't like that, I do apologize. However, analytically speaking, because, you know, as a Virgo, I'm very into like statistics. The longer my video, the more, like, the better it performs on like all areas. So I think actually you guys like longer videos. I personally prefer longer videos. Love me a good hour-long video, hour-long vlog. Say less. Okay, so that's the top part, and I am an SPC affiliate. Use Hannah10 to save 10% off whenever you shop at SPC. We do have the money icon from the bundle as well as the payday. I tried to pull as much as I could from there. For post office drop, I've got, the underlays were brick and ice from my shop. That is from SPC, the little stamp, and this is a PO drop custom in font 6. For Taco Bell, I've got this bag from SPC with a Taco Bell script from my shop. That's in font 2 in hollow. For planning, I've got the sticker as well as the planning time script, both from the foil bundle. And then for YouTube binge, I've got the play button from the foil bundle as well as YouTube binge in hollow from my shop. That is in the November font of the month. Make sure you're following me on Facebook/Instagram so you don't miss out on the fonts of the month. Down here, the first thing I'm going to mark is grocery shopping. And then I will mark work with a light pink flag. And I read. This is the pattern for the darker pinkish color. For grocery run, we've got the grocery cart from the foil bundle as well as the grocery run script. And then for working, we've got this retro computer from SPC and a work script from my shop in font 6 in ice. Then for reading, we've got the book stack from SPC as well as a read script from the foil bundle. Let us move on. Okay, we're gonna mark work up here with this big boy. And then I'm going to mark YouTube binge and sex education. Okay, so for work, I've got the printer from SPC as well as the work script from my shop in font 6 in ice. For YouTube binge, we've got the movie marquee in hollow from my shop as well as the YouTube binge and the November font of the month in hollow. Then for sex education, I do have the TV from the foil bundle, and I will write that in. For my unknown bad mood, we'll put this here, and then got Sonic. I'd marked this with a little thing, but like I'm marking it a little bit bigger simply because I did not fill up the space very well, if I'm being honest. So we'll use that, and then I'll take a page flag. Where are you? in dark blue to mark reading. Making fajitas for dinner. I'm literally already so hungry. So for being grumpy, I've got the Rolling Eye Gal. At this point, this hasn't been released yet, but I'm pretty sure it will be released, or it's on my freebie that comes in orders from SPC. The Grumpy Bitch is from my shop in font 4. For Sonic, I've got a pretzel from SPC, as well as a Sonic, a script in font 5 unfoiled. And for reading, we've got the stack of books from SPC, as well as a read script in the November font of the month. Okay, Wednesday, we're gonna use this to mark filming. And then I got Sonic again because I'm a psychopath. Put that in there, and then I did work. And I read, so I guess we'll do this and then this. For filming, I've got the camera from the foil bundle, as well as a film script from my shop in font 6 in hollow. For Sonic, we've got the takeout bag from the bundle. If you guys are not zoomed in at the same amount, I apologize. My camera died on me. Before I started filming, I looked and it was like full 3 out of 3 bars. Super annoying, but that's like my off-brand battery, and I feel like it sucks in comparison. Anywhoosie, so for work, I've got this retro computer from SPC, as well as the work script in font 6 in ice. And then I read, so I'm going to use the books from the foil bundle, as well as the read script in hollow in the November font of the month. I'm going to pop in the movie marquee down here. We're going to get a little label boy in the light blue to mark me and Andrea's gallivanting around town. We also smelt the wax when we were at Walmart because we have no self-control, but neither of us bought anything, which I consider a win. Okay, so for the gallivanting, I'm gonna pop the Me and Andrea scribbler in with the gallivanting custom from my shop in font 6. And then for the food truck, I'm gonna put the fork and knife from the bundle. I'm just gonna write the movie in because the title is long. You know what? I think I might just start filling this in like halfway. Let's do that. So this is for sex education. Sex EDU, good enough. Food truck was called Ziki. And then we have the spy who dumped me. Okay. That's the first half. Let's get into the second half of the week. So literally all we are going to mark over here is work. So we're just gonna go with this, which is I think the pattern for the light pink. And then watched Sex Education. I don't love 2 patterns next to it, but I like the size, so that's what we're going with. So for work, I've got this laptop from SPC, as well as the work script from my shop in ice in font 6. And for Sex Education, we've got the Netflix laptop from SPC because it's on Netflix, so I figured that worked. We will use her to mark Sonic, and then I read, and I was tired AF this evening. No, yeah, Sonic needs to go on that side. Okay. And I needed to kind of be more space in between. Oh my god, jeez Louise. Okay. And we'll grab a light pink little thing for being a sleepy gal. Okay, so for Sonic, I've got the pretzel icon from SPC. This is so crooked, even I can't handle that. I usually don't really care. Okay, then the same Sonic script in font 5 unfoiled. Then for reading, we've got this stack of books from SPC, as well as the Read script in Hollow and the November font of the month. And then for being tired, I've got the Slippers from SPC and a Tired as Fuck script from my shop in font 4 unfoiled. On to Friday, we are gonna mark working again. I'm gonna mark that I watched a bunch of Let's Plays and had a YouTube binge. Okay, so for work, I've got the Retro Computer from SPC and a work script in font 6 and ice. For watching the Let's Plays, I've got this little game board from Carly Plans. And then for YouTube binge, I've got the Movie Clapper in Hollow, as well as a YouTube binge script in the November font of the month in Hollow. Then I'm gonna mark sex education again. More Sonic, because I'm problematic. And I did some board game shopping, as you guys know. Okay, so for Netflix, we're gonna use the Netflix laptop to mark sex education, using this takeout bag to mark Sonic. The script is in font 5 unfoiled. That's the day they didn't give me cheese. I'm so sorry about that. And I was pissed. And then I did some game shopping, so that same game board from Carly Plans, and then I have shopping from the, what's it called? The foil bundle. Okay, first thing on this day is going to be that I made the dips, and then I want to mark work and YouTube binge. Okay, so for the dips, I have the cutting board because I had to cut up some stuff, probably lettuce. You're supposed to put tomato on it, but I mean, I don't. And then for work, I've got this Bear on a Laptop from Carly Plans with the work script in ice. For YouTube binge, marking it exactly the same with the Movie Clapper in Hollow, as well as YouTube binge in Hollow in the November font of the month. I'm going to use this little thing to mark sex education, and then I'm going to use another squared off box to mark game night. And then I'm going to use another, another big little thing to mark that it was the best night. So for sex education, I've got the little itty bitty TV from the bundle. For game night, I've got this board game from SPC, as well as the game night in the January font of the month unfoiled. Then I've got this like Happy Munchkin to mark best night ever. On to Monday, the first, or Sunday, why did I keep calling that? First thing is that I filmed my melting basket, and then I worked. Okay, I know for sure I need to use this flag down here, so I need to make sure that I place the colors properly. So I need to use this here to mark YouTube. That should be fine. So for filming, I've got a wax scent shot cup from SPC, as well as the film script from my shop in font 6 and Hollow. For working, we've got a laptop from SPC, as well as the work script in font 6 and ice. For YouTube binge, again, exactly the same with the Movie Clapper in Hollow and the YouTube binge in Hollow November font of the month. Use this here. Yeah, that's fine. And then I can just grab a little itty bitty little thing. Pop her in there. Perfect. So for date night, I have this like Asian takeout box thing from SPC with the date script from the foil bundle. For Target, I've got the shopping bag from the foil bundle, as well as Target script from my shop, font 5 unfoiled. Then for reading, we've got the books from SPC, as well as the Read script from my shop in Hollow in the November font of the month. I'm gonna fast forward through this bit of me filling the rest of this in, and then I'll show you the finished spread. there is the finished spread, everybody. What do you think? I think she's quite pretty. I enjoy her. Let's see what I have going immediately into my D-stash box, which is getting quite full. So make sure you're following me on Instagram to stay tuned on info on the giveaway for that. But we have 2 underlays and 2 bougie. We've got those that I cut off. Most of that page, I used like 4 stickers total off of that page. We got the checklist, some deco, half the little things, some stuff on there. I literally used 2 stickers off of there. Bits of the foil bundle that I didn't use, a bunch of full boxes are still left, and the date covers. But that is everything, guys. If you liked this video, then give it a thumbs up. If you did not, then well, give it a thumbs down, because either way, you're helping out my channel. Comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.